My name is Bio.
Nicer.
BG183.
I'm Nazem, that's how, and we're known as How Nazem.
But then we started to develop and do pieces like, doing cars with colors. And we sort of caught like the end of the blue and silver trains when the MTA started painting them white. And once they started painting them white, a lot of the older riders, they didn't really want to mess with the white trains anymore. They sort of like, oh, yeah, whatever, They started fading out, and that's when we just sort of jumped into the mix and started, going after all the white trains. And we were like, for us, it was just open canvas, We had all the space in the world.
When you're starting out, you start walking through the elevated trains, and the first thing, the trains are old. So you start walking, you feel like the panels of the wood cracking, like you're like, oh wow, this thing's gonna break because it's so old. So you're walking through there to go into the layups that used to park on the train. So now you're hitting the trains, you're having fun.
So everyone was real people before these names. And then, it's just the graph was something that, kind of combined us all and gave us like this universal love of what we was doing. But at the end of the day, we always, we were ourselves.
Like I said, I enjoy painting, and I guess in the years to come, people see what we did. We existed. This was a style we produced at the time, and this is our legacy. This is our artwork. The pictures will speak for themselves.
I mean, everybody has totally different styles, and I think that's what's very unique in Tats Cru. If you look at the different New York crews, you got Tats Cru that all paint the same, and if you don't paint like they do, you can't get down. Then you have this crew, they all paint the same. If you look at our crew, BG paints way different, Bio paints way different than Nisa, and we paint different than them three, and Totem paints on the other hand totally different again, so I think we're very versatile.
And because of that, we're here today just representing and still representing to the fullest, like when people see our work, they're amazed because we could take a whole 40-foot wall by 10-foot wall and knock it out in one day. People are amazed. That's all in one day. That's a good thing because we could take the spray can and use it like almost like a marker, like an eraser, like a paintbrush, like a roller paint. It's just the skills. Like again, you can't learn it in school. You gotta really go and really do it. I've been doing it for 30 years, so it's like real simple to me right now.
In the early 90s, when we went from subway trains and started painting on the walls, people didn't consider that graffiti. That was really looked upon as like, oh, that's not graph. Graph belongs on a train. And that was one of our biggest fights with a lot of people. We were like, I'm still using spray paint and it's a graph head. I'm a graph writer. This is what I do. So whether I do it on a wall or a train, it's not where you're putting it, it's what you're doing and who's doing it and how real it is.
So it was really good during that time because, we really was all together as a team and we worked with each other. And then we would go in there, go into the yards and just do what we had to do, just do production. And that's what we did, just do the best production that, trying to like beat out the other competition, like the other graffiti artists that was writing back then, and that was my mission, like, do, style that nobody was doing, like even doing style in the crew, like, competing with each other at the same time. Not only like we compete, with other crew members, we also competed with each other. That's how we got to that next level, faster than other people because we always was on a mission. And, ever since, been 30 years later, we still together competing with each other, so.
See, for us, it never has been an ego thing. It was always like a brotherly thing or how we interact with each other, how we get along with each other. Everyone, it was kind of friends, and we were personalities first. We were people first before we were these nicknames.
We energize each other. We've been doing this for so long that I know when you don't do it, you get bored. You don't know what to do. Bike riding, playing basketball, whatever, it's not what you do. We're quite boring. We don't know what else to do besides painting, and then when we don't paint, we go out and get fucked up, drink beers with the crew, and then it's the next day when we're going to do, let's go paint again.
for us, it's something that we do every day, so it's not something that we dwell upon and say, oh, how great of an accomplishment this is for us. For us, it's just another day of doing what we do. You know, we paint.